Okay, here we are on the third part of the video, which is grinding the flutes into our reamer. Right now I've got my my aluminum oxide fine vitrified stone on a 1/4-inch shank mounted in the mill and a diamond dressing point mounted in the collet holder. I'm just going to dress that stone off so it's square and sharp. All done. Now, the purists out there would be all upset with me for using an abrasive on my mill. I buy tools to do the job I need them to do, and that's what it is. So save the lectures for when you're teaching high school shop. Just requires a real thorough cleanup when you're done, and protecting the ways with some rags. I've lost track of the part. Alright, so the diamond point is out of the holder. I'm just going to put the reamer in the holder for what's going to become our reamer. Wipe the abrasive off the end of our center. I've got the center in just so that we can minimize some of the chatter. I've got the index fixture sit on 0. The barrel that I'm going to be throating has 8 lands. So I'm going to be making a 6-groove reamer so that you don't end up with the train track effect of 8 grooves going across 8 lands, bump, 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 bump. Bring the mill down and 0 it. As I said before, this section here is turned to 0.481. When you're cutting your grooves, the more you go below center, the more rake you'll have on the tool, and the more above center, the more negative the rake will be. So below center is a positive rake and above center is a negative rake. So I'm going to bring this tool down . And okay, it's just the stone is just touching the top of that bar now. Set 0, so it's 481, so half of that center line is 245, 2405, so I am going to go down 242. Now we want to set our cut. So the cut, we don't want the cut to go much beyond our relief groove. So I do this by eye because I do it all the time. I just bring the center line of the tool in line with where I want to cut to and set the stop. And then I rack the tool over and bring the center line of the tool beyond the relief groove in the reamer, just beyond, and lock the stops. Double check that everything seems to be alright. Now, as you cut in, you may have to decrease the amount of distance. Everything seems to be just fine. So, I'm going to rack the tool over until the widest part, the throat, the 258 section, is in line with the center axis of the tool, and set 0 on the slide. There it is. See the sparks fly? So, first thing I'm going to do is very quickly cut in 6 grooves at 10/1000ths of an inch. This establishes all 6 cutting edges with the freshest possible stone. Rotate to 60.